Hello, this is the Lord's Legion, and welcome to the final episode of Cancerous Comment Conduct of 2017. Now, I did mention in the last episode that I will make another one within 3 weeks, and here we are now. And boy, we are going to finish 2017 with a massive bang. Because the comments we're going to be focusing on is one of my recent videos, which is of course the unbelievable Gwen Poole getting cancelled, or aka, why I hate Gwen Poole. Because I had so many comments within that video which are just too glorious not to ignore. And by glorious, I don't mean in a good way. And there are some decent comments out there, but for the most part, these cancerous comments, oh, they are so juicy. So without further ado, let's begin. By the way, I just want to gauge how credible your opinion is. How far did you read Gwen Poole? If you've been following the book and still hate it, I understand. You saw everything she had to offer and you just didn't like it. But if you stopped early in the book, well, I'm not sure how I feel about your opinion. Did you even read issues 16, 17, 18 and 20 of her books? I know that may be too many issues, but it shows Gwen Poole differently than the superficial characteristics you gave her in your video. Okay, I do understand that sometimes some books do take a little more time than others just to get invested into these storylines. And personally, I've only really read the first 5 or 6 issues, and after that, I gave up. She just does not appeal to me in the slightest, and she just reminds me of the meme Poole. Hell, she even reminds me of the Rebirth Harley Quinn, which I also don't really like. At the end of the day, you don't have to agree with my opinion, but you gotta understand, if someone isn't invested with a certain character, then eventually they'll give up. I'm a fan of Gwen Poole. I'm also sad her book is ending, but here's hoping she will get a happy ending or gets moved into another book. However, I understand your opinion and I wanted to hear about it. Why can't we have more comments like these? They're respectful, straight to the point, and in a way informative. And like I said in the original video, I don't mind people liking Gwen Poole, but she's a character who I personally despise. And I'm not here to change anyone's opinion revolving around that character. The video only existed for me to express my opinion on Gwen Poole. The invite for her last issue says she's trying to get into the Avengers. Hopefully her story continues there or in some other team-up book. No, please don't. Finish off this character, and if you're gonna continue that character, do not put her in the Avengers. She doesn't warrant that. Gwen Poole is awesome! Please read it! Wish granted. Her creation might be a copy of Deadpool and Gwen Poole, but let me say this, she is not Gwen Stacy, she is Gwen Poole. You know, that's real creative, but whatever. Her powers are completely different from Deadpool, and her story is interesting as she struggles with her identity in the Marvel Universe as she is a real person. Please give it a try and don't judge the book by its cover. Also, the artwork is amazing. I hate that she is being cancelled in just 2 issues. I gave her a chance. At least 6 chances. And I'm sorry, I have to disagree when it comes down to the artwork, because whenever I look at an image of Gwen Poole, it just makes my eyes burn. And as for her trying to look for a place in the Marvel Universe, isn't that already Deadpool's thing? I mean, sure, the quote-unquote real-world aspect isn't quite Deadpool's, but when it comes down to the earlier Deadpool comics, he was trying to look for his place in the world. Because other characters in the Marvel Universe always just treat him like shit. And despite the real-world twist, that doesn't excuse the fact that Gwen Poole is still a carbon copy of Deadpool. Concept was totally different from what you were talking about. Oh really now? Coulda fooled me. Like I said, I've already read the first 6 issues of the Gwen Poole comic, and I even went on her page on the Marvel Wiki website, and I still rest my case. I constantly look at all the Marvel comics. They kinda suck, but Gwen Poole is the only one that was interesting. By the way, did you move on from Gwen Poole's initial conception? Did you read Gwen Poole issue 16, when things begin to evolve? I don't intend on doing so because by that point it's too much of a chore, when in hindsight there are better comics out there that are worthy of my time. Gwen Poole, RIP Secret Identities, Gwen. Wait, does this mean that you hate Spider-Gwen as well, and that you want both Gwen Poole and Spider-Gwen to be buried alongside the original Gwen Stacy? Personally, I can get behind Spider-Gwen, at least she's fun and I can see the appeal of that character, but Gwen Poole just makes me physically sick. Because like I said in the video, Gwen Poole represents everything that's terrible within current Marvel comics. Please, learn the character's backstory before making the video. Like I said several times already, I did give the character a chance and I did do my research, and still, I don't like Gwen Poole. Deal with it, Jacob. And by the way, I've seen a few more of your comments and I'm gonna get into them real soon. Goodbye! Marvel do not need to create cheap copies of Harley Quinn. Gwen Poole was a bad comic with shit sales and no future. Good riddance! Now correct me if I'm wrong on this, but didn't Gwen Poole do relatively well in comparison to most other Marvel comics? That fact aside though, I fully agree. Gwen Poole was more or less Rebirth Harley Quinn and the meme Poole from 2005. Fuck that shit. Hashtag DoopPool. Hell yeah, DoopPool. By far the best and only creation I've ever thought of on my YouTube channel. And I did mention on the video description that if this video got 10 likes, then I will make DoopPool into an actual character on my channel somehow. And the video got 20 likes, so you know what? Here it is. Allow me to introduce to you all DoopPool. Real classy DoopPool. I love it. Okay DoopPool, you will have your time to shine next year. I promise. Yes! That was the exact thought I have when I first heard the news about Gwen Poole finally getting cancelled. Yes! Gwen Poole sucks. Why did it take longer to stop? My thoughts exactly, Septile. My thoughts exactly. Apologies if I butchered your name, by the way. Chances are, I probably have, but you know, it's a bad habit of mine. I am happy Gwen Poole is gone. As am I, my man. As am I. Hopefully Gwen Poole will legit disappear from Marvel Comics entirely. Fingers crossed. Gwen Poole's resemblance with Deadpool or Gwen Stacy is a joke. Her character and background is completely unique and you are judging it only by her looks. You are triggered by a joke, dude. Read her comics. I am not triggered by her looks. I am triggered by her entire conception. Gwen Poole embodies shitty Marvel, and why people like this character is beyond me. But you know, I can't stop that fact. Why? She is the best. Wanna know why I hate Gwen Poole? I've already said it in the exact video. Go give that a watch again. You know what, I bet you $1 million that this guy hasn't even watched a single second of my video, and people like you can just have your ear cut off. Yeah, that's reasonable enough. You are not alone in the Gwen Poole hate! Oh aye, as many people are joining the Lord's Legion in the pursuit of exterminating one single shitty character. Main target, Gwen Poole. Next target, maybe the Mandarin. She didn't get created to replace Deadpool. She literally got her comics just cause people liked a variant cover depicting her. You obviously never seem to have given her a chance from the get-go, just irrationally thinking everything. Okay, this comment is both true and false. Yes, Gwen Poole was created just because of that variant cover, but right after Gwen Poole got her own series, she was pushed to the point where she was featured in video games, replacing Deadpool. She replaced Deadpool in both Marvel Future Fight as well as LEGO Marvel 2, and at one point she was even rumoured to be a playable character in Marvel vs Capcom Infinite. So that just proves my point right there, which does make sense because Marvel at the time didn't have the full rights to using Deadpool. So what's their solution? Gwen Poole. Destroyed your argument. I feel like in terms of comics, DC is doing better than Marvel in my opinion. Yeah, that kinda goes without saying at this point. I mean, despite how DC Rebirth is kinda losing its touch a little bit, for the most part, they're still kicking Marvel's ass. Who's worse, Ben Reilly or Gwen Poole? Okay, when I first read that comment, I legit burst myself into tears because I just couldn't believe that I was asked that exact question. Because in the past, I have mentioned so many times that I hate the character of Ben Reilly. But if I have to pick between two shitty characters, I think Gwen Poole takes the cake. At least with Ben Reilly, he doesn't pander to the modern audience. And for better or for worse, Ben Reilly does have a place in the Spider-Man mythos, whereas Gwen Poole most likely will be forgotten in like 5 years time. I don't read Gwen Poole comics, but I kinda get why people like her, because she is from the real world and uses real world pop culture logic in the Marvel universe. Again, Deadpool already does that exact shit without the real world aspect. Strip the real world aspect from Gwen Poole and you pretty much have the exact same as Deadpool, or I mean, Meme Pool. Or more accurately, Meme Pool with a vagina. Or DC Rebirth's Harley Quinn. Okay, comment section, we fucking get it! You don't like Gwen Poole, but these comments are probably coming from people who probably didn't even take the chance in hell to get to know the character. She is literally my favorite Marvel character, replacing Spider-Man. I've been having a rough week, and now this is occurring. Fuck me and the fans, right? She is not Gwen Stacy. She doesn't even know who Deadpool is. Just to clarify, I am a 15-year-old boy who is practically a fanboy of her character. And it's not just because she's a girl either. She's funny, lovable, cute, and relatable. With nowadays teens. Probably one of the best comic series, and that statement is coming from the person who takes character development, pacing, and a good story into account. But this just breaks my fucking heart. My heart is literally about to split open and release the gates of Hades. And believe it or not, things get better from there. Also, are you fucking kidding me? Gwen Poole represents everything wrong with Marvel? Okay, I'm really honest to God trying to keep my composure and rage from being written and make myself look stupid. But have you even read the entire saga? This part of the community who don't even take matters into their own hands to read and research, including you, makes me want to just publicly defend this character from being mocked as Gwen Stacy in a costume when she's not. Please respond, cause I think I'm crying right now. The tears of a fan are pretty pathetic. Hey. This is the best comment I have ever received. These two comments alone are the exact reason as to why I make this series. I'm not even gonna think of a witty retort on this one. I'm just gonna use both of these comments, put them in this exact video, and you know, you can't blame me for making you look stupid because you've done this all by yourself. There's being passionate about a fictional character, and then there's this. Like, an ironic round of applause. It deserves it. Asaholic comment of the year. And then we also have that comment which responded to the last few comments, but at this point I ended it on a high. I can't be arsed responding to that one. And that, my folks, was the final episode of Cancerous Comment Conduct of 2017. And that is by far the best one I have ever done. Because these comments were so funny to just point and laugh at. And comments like these are the exact reason why I keep this series going. And chances are, I feel like that I'll probably do another episode in relation to Gwen Poole. Because there are so many fans flopping to defend this character and it's just amusing in my eyes. And although this is the final episode of Cancerous Comment Conduct of 2017, I am not going to end this series anytime soon. And I just want to thank every single one of you who comment on my videos, both good and bad, because, you know, without you guys, this series wouldn't have existed. So, DoopPool, is there anything you want to say before I finish this video? Yeah, I'm sure 2018 will be your year, DoopPool. But anyway, this is going to be the end of this video, and as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, give DoopPool some more love, take care, and have a good one.